Hey guys, Josh here for another Animal Crossing video, and today I'll be showing you a speed build of my wedding venue. I'll be commenting throughout the whole process and give you my thoughts on everything, and I hope you guys enjoy. As you can see right here, the first thing I had to do before I could probably start this build was just cleaning up the area. It was so messy because this area was left abandoned for quite some time and the flowers just grew wild everywhere. But thankfully I was actually live streaming this build and one of you guys decided to come and help me. And once again, thank you so much. It was so much fun and so much faster with your help. So yes, I actually did live stream this build over 2 different days. So the first day was over 4 hours and a half and the second day was about 3 hours something. And I also built a little bit on my own the 2 following days. So it took over 4 days in total and I had over 11 hours of footage. And I really wanted to try to fit everything in under 30 minutes. So it took forever to edit. And I cut lots of parts and I sped up everything times 6. So I hope it's not too fast for your eyes, guys. I know some people get kind of motion sickness or something like that when they watch speed builds. So I really hope it's okay for you guys, and yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the building process. So I was pretty much done cleaning the area at this point, and it took me some time figuring out what color scheme to use for this wedding venue. I feel like the cute one with the pink and white was kind of cheap looking and tacky, and the chic one is really nice, I feel like. But I decided to go for the garden color scheme. First of all, I feel like it's a little bit underrated. I don't see it used a lot. And second, I have a lot of yellow on my island and I really like the yellow roses that's on this furniture. So yeah, that's why I decided to go for the garden color scheme. And if you guys are new here, my island is a tropical themed island, so I'll try to add some few tropical touches on this build. And here I was placing some fences, but I will end up replacing them by bamboo fences because I felt like the bamboo fences just gave a little bit more privacy to the wedding venue. And by the way, one thing I really like when I do live stream these builds is that you guys help me so much making decisions. And yeah, I feel like it's so much easier with your help because sometimes I'm having such a hard time, and when you build by yourself, it's kind of hard to know if things look good or not. Especially when you're working on an area for a long time and you kind of you're not objective anymore. So just building with you guys is so much fun, and I don't know, it just feels so much easier. So in the upper area, I was kind of building the chapel area. I will end up changing it a bit later. And down there, I wanted to build the check-in area and the reception area. You'll see throughout this build, I'll work a little bit on an area and then I will switch to another area. I like to take little breaks and work on something else to refresh my mind. And over here was the dining area. So I've been wanting to build this wedding venue for quite some time, and during the month of June I did the wedding event as much as I could to have as much furniture as I could. But in the end I still ended up missing a few chairs and things like that, but hopefully you guys were here to help me and send me some stuff. So once again, thank you so much to everybody who helped me during this process. And I decided to place the tables vertically. At first I wasn't sure, but I felt like it gave the people a better view of the stage. So just for the sake of realism, I placed the tables vertically. And I think the result is quite good. By the way, guys, so this is the first day I was building at night, but for the rest of the days we'll be building during daytime, so it might be a little bit easier on your eyes. So here's the little check-in area, and over here I wanted to make a dance floor area. I had this custom dance floor that I actually made by myself, but I found it quite ugly. So I decided to just make this little wooden deck. I just love these wooden planks so much. As usual, guys, I'll make sure to leave all of the creator codes in the video and in the description as well. But yeah, this wooden deck, I use it so much on my island, and yeah, it just looks so nice. And at first I wanted to place some fencing around my dance floor just to make sure people didn't fall in the water while they were dancing, especially if they were getting drunk or something. But even though I liked the idea, it felt like really cramped, and yeah, it felt really tiny, so I will end up removing the fences. And I really wasn't sure what kind of lights to use, but I will end up using the garden lights. And in this area over here, I wanted to make a kind of bar area. And this is one of the areas that will give me the most trouble. You'll see throughout this whole video, I'll edit it so many times. And even though I really like this big table, there was no color that really matched the rest of the furniture theme. So I'll just end up using some stalls. And at first I had these drink shelves, so I made these myself, so they don't really look good, but you'll see the next day I will have them changed. So here we are on the next day, and look at these drinks, they look so much better. And even though I usually really like this palm tree, I ended up removing it because I felt like it was a little bit tacky, because I wanted to make the wedding venue look chic and fancy. So yeah, see, I'll just remove it. And I had just so much trouble with this area. I was trying to fit a stove, a sink, the shelves, and I was trying to fit so much stuff, and I didn't know how to place things. You'll see I'll change it so much, but I think the final result is pretty good. So now I'm just gonna place a little bit more of these beautiful planks throughout the venue just to guide the guest throughout the venue. So here we have the chicken, the bar area, and when you go down on the beach, you'll have the dance floor and the formal dining area. And sorry, there was some random stuff all around. My inventory was always full, so I just popped some random stuff on the floor. But don't mind this too much. So here I just made a little kind of waiting area near the chicken. So if you're waiting for a friend or something, you can sit on the little bench. And then I decided to take a little break from this area and go back to the chapel where I placed some flowers. So I went with hibiscus because they're yellow and it goes with my tropical island quite well. And then I placed some white and yellow roses just to go with the benches and the rest of the garden wedding furniture. And I think the result for this area is quite good. It's one of my favorite areas in this wedding venue. Yellow is kind of the main color for my island. I feel like if you have a main color, it just helps all of the different areas to flow together. And there I was terraforming a little bit because you might have noticed the organ was kind of beside the river and I felt like it was not very realistic, and I don't know, so I just wanted to fit the organ in this little corner and I think it looks just so much better. And I think that's pretty much it for now for this area, and I'll come back during the other days to put in a little bit more details. And I just decided to put a little tree there to break the monotony of the fences. And yeah, I was running out of wedding chairs. I just remembered that I completely forgot the head table for the couple to sit at. And I only had these 2 chairs, so yeah, I'll have to find another chair for the chicken area. So I had to move everything around to make space for the head table. The only thing I'm not completely satisfied with this is I feel like the couple is not facing the stage, so they're not really seeing what's happening on the stage. But other than that, I'm really satisfied with the placement of the tables. Then I went on to change the color of the stage. And I will also change the instruments. I want to give it more of a classical feel because it was all rock and electric instruments. So I'll go with a more classical feel. And for the stage, I'm gonna be using the same wooden planks that I used for the dance floor because I just like these planks so much. Unfortunately, I really like the shape of this area, but my design didn't really match like these two tiles at the front. So I'll just put grass there and yeah, make a straight deck. And of course I'll change the fences around this area, but that's gonna be a little bit later. So I didn't really like these instruments I had at first, but you'll see that I will change them. I think this white acoustic guitar looks quite good, and so I decided to put the saxophone. It just felt a little bit better. Then I had this black piano, which I liked, but it felt a bit dark. I really wished at that point I had something white. And then one of you guys in the chat said you had a white grand piano, which was just perfect for this. So we had a little bit of a trading session. Some of you guys came on my island. We had a little photo shoot right here. And yeah, I got this beautiful piano right here. And these are so expensive. So thank you so much once again for your help right there. And then I decided to work again on the bar. This bar gave me just so much trouble. For the head table, I wasn't sure what to put on it, but I decided to go with a present and a little drink. And for the present, it was kind of funny because I often get presents during my island tours and I always drop them instead of opening them. And then at that time, I was trying to actually drop the present, but I opened it instead because I'm just used to the opposite. So I had to spend 2 wrapping papers, but I ended up, I finally did it. And so I was just placing some more planks to guide the customers through the venue. And I will place one more tree there just to break the monotony of the fences once again. And I ended up placing some more fences and decor around the dance floor. I think it already looks so much better, but at that point I'm not quite satisfied with this area. Also guys, you might not know, but I'm not time traveling, so this is one of the reasons why this build took 4 days to complete. Sometimes I had to order something and wait 1 day for it to arrive. So yeah, that's why it took so long, because otherwise I think I would have been able to complete it in 1 day. And so this area right here between the formal dining and the party area, I wanted to place some chairs and tables just to make a little chill area where people can sit and have a drinks while they're I'll just put their drinks there while they're dancing or something like that. Yeah, just wanted to make a more of a casual area. And I think it turned out pretty good. And here I was again trying to fix my bar area. And I will end up not really liking this setup. I'll change it again. And this area also between the check-in table and the bar, I really didn't have a clue what to do with it. But yeah, with the bar I'll end up placing this desk and turned the other way. I think it looks very fancy and looks very nice. So that's kind of the final setup. I'll end up moving things around a little bit, but that's pretty much how it's gonna look in the end. And I think it's not too bad. And I decided to place this cake on the iron garden table, and I just think it looks so good. It fits the table perfectly. And the cake is kind of the center of the venue, so when you come in, everybody can see it, and it just looks so beautiful, I feel like. So in this area right here, I really wasn't sure what to do, but I decided to go with the grooming station. So after checking in, if you want, you can come here to get your makeup and hair done so you look beautiful for the wedding. I tried playing around with a few different dressers and chairs, but this is what I ended up with, and I think it looks pretty good. And at this point I was just adding a few extra details such as these spotlights. And I also really wanted to use the flower stands to put right beside the spotlight at the back of the stage, but unfortunately I didn't have all of the hybrids required to make it. So this was the third day, so I was not streaming this part. I was just placing the few final details, putting some stuff on the tables, and yeah, just adding the few little touches to make the area look complete. So for the bar area, I decided to go with one stall where people can order food. So there's a little cutting board with some fruit, and the other stall is for the drinks. And then I ordered this second flamingo and just added some more details. At this point I wanted to decorate the ground a little bit, so I put these cute little starfish that I really like, as well as some clover on the grass. And I think it just adds so much to the scene, just filling up these blank areas with some designs. Then I also tried to decorate the areas outside of my wedding venue as well. So the proper wedding venue was kind of completed at this point, but I just wanted the street behind it and the beach on the side to look a little bit more detailed. Also, I had this terrarium that I really wanted to place somewhere and I just couldn't find a good spot, but I'll end up placing it right here beside the piano. I think it looks pretty good there. And yeah, at this point I had some just random items in my inventory that I tried to use. And then I went back to this chapel area. I didn't like the riverside, like on the left of the arch. I felt like it was very empty and I had no idea what to put there. So I placed some docks and I was thinking of putting a desk or maybe something with the wedding ring. But first of all, I didn't have the wedding ring. But I will end up placing the garden wagon over there because I think this is such a beautiful item. So, and I had these little candles. I tried to add some lighting to my area. And also one thing I was always thinking about while decorating is I like to always have access to my trees because I usually shake my trees every day to try to get some furniture. And oh my gosh, I was struggling so hard to try to get the garden wagon on the right direction. So I wanted to have the handles, yeah, like this way. But yeah, I wanted to like keep access to the tree easily so I can like shake it every day and get some furniture or something. But actually I think I end up like blocking the way, but that's okay. And I end up decorating the street a little bit more and just like fixing up some areas. And I decided to change this dirt path for sand just to give more of a tropical vibe to the area. And it's near the beach, so I think it makes sense that it's a little bit more sandy instead of dirt. And I even thought at this point maybe I could just replace the whole thing, like remove all of the grass and just put sand everywhere. But yeah, no, I ended up just putting it like on the path. And I'll replace some of these trees by palm trees. So when I first did this area, so these are all like regular trees. My island wasn't a tropical island yet, so that's why there was so much of these trees. But now I try to put palm trees as much as I can. So yeah, this area of my island was just very outdated. So it's a very needed update. I don't know for you guys, but I just like placing paths. I feel like it's so satisfying, especially like watching a speed build like this, and it feels like it goes so fast. And in real time, like Especially when I was picking up these flowers in these bushes, my inventory kept getting full all of the time, and all of my beaches, like my whole island, is filled with stuff, so there's no much space to put my bushes and flowers. But obviously it's all edited, so it seems so easy and seamless like this, but it was actually kind of painful. So I decided to do a little kind of pond here and put some palm trees. And this area, even by the end of the video, you'll see this area will not be, I'm not gonna be 100% satisfied with this area. I just wanted to decorate it a little bit because it's close to the wedding venue, but I'm really focusing on the wedding venue for this specific video. But I'm definitely gonna come back and work a little bit more on this area later on in a future video, or possibly in a future stream. So by the way, my streams are uploaded on my channel, so if you'd like to see the whole building process and my thoughts behind it and everything, I invite you to check them. They're pretty long videos, obviously. Or if you'd like to see future streams and help me decorate other parts of my island, I invite you guys to actually subscribe so you don't miss out on my streams. And yeah, they're just so much fun, and I just love decorating with you guys, so I'm really looking forward to decorating more of my island. But this area, actually, I did it on my own. This was the third day. And you can see it's kind of getting dark because it took quite some time. But I think it looks pretty good. And I wasn't sure what kind of a bench to put, but I decided to go with the iron benches because they look a little bit more fancy. And since it's around the wedding area, I decided to go for these. But on the rest of my island, I usually go for the wooden benches or the bamboo. And I was also trying to fit some trash around this area because obviously a wedding venue has to generate some garbage, right? And even though I wanted to make it fancy, I also wanted it to look realistic. And you can see right there, my beach is just so messy. And I went with yellow lilies and white hyacinth. I wanted to actually just put lilies, but I was running out of white lilies, so I just put white hyacinth instead. And I love turtles, and I wanted to place a little turtle over here beside a bucket of water. I feel like this is so cute. These turtles just look so cute, so I use them quite a lot on my island. And there I was decorating the beach. At first I was thinking of just leaving it like this, and well, like with the beach towels and everything, but then I felt like it wasn't very realistic to have beach towels beside the wedding venue, because like you hear the music from the stage and everything, so it's not very relaxing. So I'll end up replacing them and making a kind of little campfire area. And on the dock right here, I decided to build a little stargazing area. So here it is, the campsite, and I'll play some instruments. So yeah, looks like a very fun area to chill out maybe after the wedding. So here's my little stargazing area, and I thought quickly about maybe putting a blanket there, but I feel like everybody does that, and I also felt like it wasn't very realistic to have a blanket on the dock because I was just thinking it would get so wet and gross. So yeah, I just decided to not put any blanket there. And then I was just adding a little bit more details on the street, and this is the fourth day, so I was just checking to make sure everything was okay, and I had ordered a little more new items, so I was just placing some new stuff around. But at this point, yeah, everything was pretty much done. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for my wedding venue. Once again, thank you so much to everybody who helped me during the stream and people who sent me furniture. It's very appreciated, and thank you so much. Thank you everybody who watched this video. I hope you enjoyed. I think it's definitely one of my favorite areas on my island. I really like the final result, and yeah, I'm really proud of it. But there's still so much work to do on my island, so if you'd like to help me and decorate together, I invite you to join my live streams. I try to stream about twice a week, and yeah, so I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss out when I stream next. You can also like this video if you enjoyed. This helps me so much. leave a comment, let me know what you like or don't like about this wedding venue. And I really hope you were able to get some inspiration or ideas from it. I'll probably continue adding some more details and work on it in the future, but for now I'm quite happy with the results. But yeah, especially like in this area right here, I'll definitely work on it a little bit more. But yeah, alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day, and see you in the next video.